series of class. And Henry Lee is actually not feeling well after the vaccination, but he is so dedicated to us. He insists on teaching us and doing critiques for our last assignment. So hats off to Henry. I hope that he recovers soon.
Thank you.
Henry, it's all yours.
Thank you, Laura. Yeah, I feel much better today. We had the second shot of the vaccine on Monday, and yesterday was like trembling all day with fever and so I slept like 10 hours yesterday.
Which vaccine did you have, Henry?
Medina.
Yeah, I had Moderna too.
Yeah. Moderna. Which is good. I think they said, I think it's just temporary. It's much better today now. So I'm fine. Thank you for good.
Well, your reaction is so strong. I only have the arm little pain, nothing else.
Yeah, I know. Last time we had only the muscle pain, but
and everyone different depend.
Yeah. But it's,
my friend even have the fever or something.
Yeah, I had the fever. Yeah.
Oh.
And I take Tylenol. Yeah, Tylenol. So I'm fine today. I didn't take anything more. So I plan to make up missing class we planned, which is the water village. We exchanged that into goldfish last time, but today I like to talk about that, maybe do a demo. Because this may inspire you to do your own project. So let's get to that. The handouts. So you got some handouts from this artist named Guangzhong. He was educated in France in early 20th century, and then returned to China after 1949 and became a very famous artist in both Western and Eastern media. So he does most famous his water village. Incidentally, this is Thailand. Interesting, with the palm tree in the background. But usually he does his hometown, Suzhou. That's also my wife's Victoria's ancestor home. I also came from my father also came from a water town in Zhejiang province, Shaoxing, also very famous with water. And this is a typical scene from Zhong. Zhong is the Zhou village near Suzhou or Shanghai, between Suzhou and Shanghai. You can see the crescent moon shape the bridge. There's two bridges in this picture. It's very, very famous place for painting, for artists. And Wu's style is very direct. He has a theory that he said the traditional techniques are useless unless you find your own way to express yourself in our time. So he does very well with this media. But he has less emphasis on the traditional techniques. Is more direct with maybe Western concept of shading and perspective. So the key is to how to simplify what you see, and then try to capture the spirit, and then by selectively rearrange, the scenery, not just copy the photograph or what you see. This is okay. For example, this is the village look like in real life, right? So. And this is what he make in his art, a simple statement. So black roof and a white wall. That's the impression of the place, and he captured that very in a very simple and direct way. So we try to learn from this, and here's another intersection of a canal or river, and you can see I used Photoshop to show you what you do when you look at a complex scene like this. You squint. So when you squint, you see only the large shapes, right? Yeah, just omit all the details. Squint a lot when you paint outside, or even look at a picture, you just squint. So you see only the black and white, the large shapes. And that's the artist. He used a pen and then color with watercolor on his sketchbook. He does the sumi or brush painting in his studio, or oil. This is oil, I think. It's kind of hard to say. His oil look like a brush painting, and brush painting has some, maybe he used oil brush, I think. So this is oil, definitely. This is a scenery from our hometown or birthplace, Nanjing, Qinghai village, Qinghai river. It's an old town, the old downtown, so to speak. It's very typical. We call this the Southern Yanzi style buildings, with this kind of white wall and the black roof. But this is the painting I'm going to try to study. Okay. So I'll use just the practice paper, the Japanese rice paper. Okay. And I'll use a stiff brush, or you can use the smaller one to outline, and then use the big one to do the wash. Maybe it's too big, so you can use the smaller one, maybe just. Okay. So let's just use a small brush to draw some lines here. Just put this in the zoom out. Okay, side by side. All right. So I use a little bit. Let's see. Leftover ink here. We put water in the ink stone from yesterday's class, and then we grind a little bit to resituate. some noise there. Maybe we need to mute. Okay. You can use medium dark to draw the contours. So if necessary, you can use a small, just use a small thumbnail to start with. Just do some preliminary layout study. So if you look at the composition, first of all, you need to decide the eye level, which is about this, I think, about this curve, this arc, and so it's not very clear all the perspectives, but there is principles of like the nearby buildings like this is larger, and the main point I try to remind you is to make the distant buildings really small. So this size difference is very, very important. I think he used a flat brush. Let me see if I can find that one. To do this squarish strokes, he probably used oil brush, use oil paint. So basically, you need to make all this shapes with a perspective getting smaller and smaller, something like that. So that's very important. Let me find a flat brush. Maybe this will do. It's a cheap brush. I don't know what's this. I don't know if it's working. Anyway, so the skyline is important also. So I see some triangles, some. Let's just do. I'll start with this skyline. So. This part, I think it should be flat or done. And notice the rhythm, the different variation of shapes, because this three triangle here is all different, right? To do this small roof, triangular roof, I would pull the brush to do this side, which is parallel to this, and then just use the side of the brush. I think we can do it with this calligraphy brush. You don't have to use the flat brush he might have used. But it requires some skill. Okay, for the windows, you need to vary the shape, the size. Okay. And here is the side of this roof here. So this is one dimension. This is the front, I assume. I think it doesn't matter. So dark against light. This is Eve. There's some window there. Okay, use tip concealed stroke for those lines. Straight. You can use some dotted lines, staccato lines, we call it, right? To give a feeling of old. Okay. Some dry brush maybe suggest the old. So, okay, here is about 1/3, I think, or a little more than that. So that's important division, and then we have this bridge right on the. I think that's the golden spot, right? So we're going to do this arch, and it looks like it's easier to go this way. Maybe you press down, or you press and then lift. It's depends on. You can practice a little bit on a sheet of paper if you want. I'll use my fingernail to draw this. So let's define this side first. Okay. So the water, it should be above half, a little bit above half. Okay. So you can maybe do 2 strokes. One is to the right, to the left, and then to the right. Okay. Press down. You know, just one stroke for the shape. Okay. Okay, the curve should be a little. Actually, this bridge is really steep. You know, very round. Just aesthetically beautiful, not necessarily functional. You know, for it's only for people walk, not with bicycles, you know, or things like that. So that's this is the near side. This part should be the closest to the viewer. So okay, I have a slightly larger space. The river bank is built with rock. He used some kind of like check marks, you know, like a black and white squares. We can add another roof, I think. But that's okay. We just add a window here. There's a window there. There's some door or something. You can just use dry brush, suggest some details. Oh, there should be a road, I think. Anyway. So this buildings behind the bridge should be much smaller. Almost like writing calligraphy. You don't have to copy exactly, just you know, just the impression of that. And there's some dots representing people. We'll add that later. Okay, and then a little harbor here. This is the door, and some steps towards the water, and there's a boat. Oh, the boat should be in proportion to the building. So try to keep it not too small or too big. His people is just dots. Okay. It's a very childish, you can say, painting, but it's hard, right, to return to your childhood. To keep, you know, in other words, to keep the mind like a child, it's hard. No repeat, just one shot. Okay. Okay, I think we need to go a little bit further. Maybe add another building there. Okay. All right, let me color it. Oh, we need to make another boat here, smaller than the first one, pointing to the bridge. We use a little bit indigo. We got indigo and cello here. With you can make it gray, but just adding some red, some umber, or some orange. He never washed his water. the brush wash what he saved them for best grays. He said that's the best gray you get from the container where you wash your brush. So try not to use too much color, just grade it down. Okay. On the wall, there should be just light ink. I got this for the reflections, maybe for the water. So I'm going to just one shot, you know. This scientifically should be a curve, right? But you just leave it like that. Let's see. So the side of the bridge has some rocks. Okay. And for this rock, let me just do the reflection, then we'll do the rocks. You can add some water to the front so it's softer. Just go straight down. And just add a little. Oh, there's willow tree here. Okay, let me do that. You need to use a smaller brush, I think. It'll save your life with this brush. Just keep it very simple, just a few branches. And we'll wash with a little green. Weeping willow above the water. Okay. Don't overdo. There's some colorful there. We'll do that later. Okay, the sky is kind of cloudy, so usually we just leave it in Chinese traditional painting, but to show the white wall, he probably think it's necessary to wash the sky with some kind of gray. There's a mountain, but I don't really mind. I think because there's swallows in the sky, so I'll just leave it without the mountain and just put the swallows there later. And you can use a small brush for some colorful elements like a curtain in the window, and there's some kind of clothing, I think, hanging. Some kind of. Well, you can put some warm color in the window just to suggest some yellow, some okay, and then just put red, yellow, and blue to represent people, just dots. If it's proportionally right, it will look like people. So just there's still a focus, like here you got red in the middle of the on top of that bridge. Okay, and here we have some red in the boat there. Okay. There's some I need to make some rocks on this bank. It's a pattern, but not really. It just you have to do it artistically, with some kind of grouping. And just you can vary the color a little bit. Large, small, and medium, remember? And then vary the distance. You can leave a lot of space. Okay, finally I'll add a little yellow, green to the tree. You don't have to blend too well, so it's some yellow, some green, some blue. It's good. Okay, let's see. Use a little brown color to wash the boat. I need to dry this, then I can paint the swallows in the sky. swallows has this like a tail with I think it's kind of hard to tell. Just the let me see if I can enlarge it. This is not a very high resolution, so it's kind of difficult. So let me see if it's something like that. With a long, very long, long wing. Okay, I think I just do 2. Or maybe you can do 3. Okay. That's it. We can say tribute to or homage to Guangzhong. He wrote on this side. Maybe we can do, because I got more space here, maybe I do it on this side. I forgot how to write his name. It's a Chun. Okay. Okay. Okay, that's it. So just emphasize on black and white with a little bit color of red, blue, and yellow or brown. You can make this painting of a water village in southern Yangtze River. Oh, I forgot some people in this harbor. I think we need to make more activities. So you can dot the head with a dot. That's it. And then you just use color for the clothing. Some red and some blue. As long as you got the proportion right, it should look like people. better stop before I overdoing it. Homage to Guangzhong, the year of ox, and my signature and seal. Okay. Let me open the discussion. Maybe we can go through some of the homeworks.
Henry, do you want me to make people able to unmute themselves?
Yes.
Okay.
Guangzhong. Okay.
So if you pick somebody's work, you can mention the name. I'll call that person, and that person could give maybe 1 minute short story about the painting first.
Let me see if I can just do it from my end. Okay, sorry. Let me see. Okay, let me see if I can just use the image on my computer instead of doing the emails on the cloud. Okay, let me go to okay. I'll start with Anne in France or in UK.
Anne, okay. Anne, could you please talk about your story, please? I'm trying to find Anne.
Here I am.
Where are you? Your last name?
Here. Here I am.
Okay, and this is a picture you took in France, right?
That's right. Yes, it's a hill near where I live, looking out onto the Alpine Mountains.
Yes. So
sit there and
you're not in France right now, so it's.
No, I'm not in France right now. No, we're waiting for
the place. It's by doing this. Yeah. First of all, Anne said she wishes she could return there to paint it, and I told her that in painting we can realize our dreams, crossing the space or the time. Anyway, so this is a very excellent reference. I think you got another one, but it's less clear with the oak tree. I think. Let me see. Okay. Anyway, let me see if I can. Oh, yeah, this one. Yeah, right. I got it here. So this one is on the right side. The oak tree. Is oak tree evergreen or they turn red in autumn? It looks like
they turn red in autumn. Yeah.
Oh, that's great. So you can use red color to color the tree. That will make a striking difference from the pines, I think. Okay, so I started by drawing these sketches.
The first one was actually on the bottom, Henry. Just getting the bottom one was the first one, just trying to figure out the distant view because the mountains don't show up very well in the photograph.
Anyway, so we got some ideas, right? How to capture the feeling of that place. So in the early draft here, you can see we have the pine trees around, and then just the oak tree, the ancient oak, and this is the distant mountain. And this is a reference Anne had in mind with Shi Tao, the ancient Qing dynasty master. It's a person sitting on side of a willow tree facing, I think it's a fisherman, right? Anyway, so this is one of the reference, and she also found another one by Hong Lian, the artist we did the Grand Canyon. Remember, the Lingnan School artist. And this tree with this rock is perfect, exactly like what we try to achieve here. And the scholar is looking into distance, and we try to looking at a range of distant mountains. We don't have river here, right? So let me see. I got all the pictures from you. Okay, this is an ink draft with the figure facing facing the horizon. We're looking at the back of the person. This is pretty vast composition, I think, and I think we have another one. Yeah, this one even better, I think. So because the middle ground is more substantial than the last one, and I like the distant mountain, the hills there. So this one's almost a very mature work. So you can just color it, You can just put some red color, some red dots maybe on the tree to give some life. And glazed first with a bluish green maybe, and some lavender, very pale gray blue for the distant. And in the final work, you don't have to do the gray in the sky. You can just use color, or just leave it blank. It should work. And I like the dry brush on the rock, very powerful. Yeah. Okay. And did this study for the other work. So any questions, Anne, you have so far?
No, thank you very much for your guidance. I appreciate it, and I'll do the finished work. I haven't had time to do it.
You're a very good student. You're following the steps very closely. Yeah. Thank you.
Very nice. And what paper did you use, Anne?
I tend to use mulberry, but that one is on absorbent Schwan. That one.
Yes. Okay. Thank you.
Good.
It's beautiful.
I wanted to keep from fiddling it too much.
Yeah. Very good.
All right.
Very good.
Henry,
okay.
I have a question.
Yes.
Are you recording the spotlighted screens when we are showing students' work on YouTube?
I'm recording the artwork, not the student's face.
Right, the artwork. Perfect. Thank you so much.
Okay. Okay. Next person is Romeo.
Yes. Hi.
Hello. Are you in France?
No, I'm living in Quebec City in Canada, but I'm from France. Yes.
I see. But this is a French mountain.
Yes, that's where my parents still live.
Oh, your old hometown.
Yes.
Yeah. Can you tell us what's the mountain is called?
These mountains, these rocks are called the Four Sons of Aymon, which is a duke in period of Charlemagne in France, and each rock is representing one of the four knights.
Four knights, yeah, sleeping knights. Huh?
Yes.
Yeah, these are very, very different mountains. I like the name of the four sleeping knights idea very much. I think, okay, let's say you had some early sketches.
Yeah, that's the very first one.
Yeah, then you had even the title planned where to write, right? For sleeping nights.
Yeah, I put the title after because I wanted to know where to put it. Either I put it on the
it's
left
a good idea
or
to plan ahead where you want to inscribe. Yeah. So, and this one has a large foreground. What's in the foreground? It's a gate, something.
Basically it's a rock and a small fence.
Fence, yeah. Yeah, you could make that small, really. Yeah, it's a rock. Yeah. Okay. Good. Okay.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out where to put the tree, the big tree, and the
it's always a challenge. If you emphasize on the mountain, the trees could be much smaller. Yeah, in proportion to the mountain, it could be much smaller. You don't have to use the camera view for the composition. Especially, don't copy the photographs. So this tree could be much lower. Yeah. Let's see what you did. I think you did pretty good on ink. I like. Okay, yeah, this one it has the large foreground and the small. It's a more realistic. I mean, elusive, realistic, like camera view. But I think I like this one much better.
Yes.
Finish the work. Yeah.
Me too.
You got it. You got the idea of proportion of the tree and the mountain. The foreground is to be kept low, very low. Yeah. And I love the colors. Yeah. Beautiful.
This one is a small try for the colors. It was not intended to be the final one.
Oh,
but
yeah. This
I guess it's. I think it's better than probably the final one.
Right, I think so. If you could duplicate this one, it's good. Yeah. I like the colors on this one. It's very French, maybe different than the traditional paintings. It's like autumn color. The horizon, simple, it's kind of contemporary look. So it's basically horizontal composition with this mist in between.
Yes, I tried to change a little bit after that to make the rock like with a slope, maybe, because I don't want to have the three horizontal line, but I don't.
I think it's okay. It's like Guangzhong, he always does one like a we call it one in Chinese is a dash composition. It's just the horizontal composition. It's very contemporary. It looks very contemporary. I like it. Nothing wrong with this painting. I just like it.
Thank you.
And this one, yeah, like this one, the top is a little too much maybe. The mountain is right in the middle, so it's much better this way. It's like a 1/3. One. It's on the 1/3 line. Yeah, that's the focus, not in the middle. Yeah. Okay, very good. Yeah, just copy that color version. I think you just improve on this one if you could improve, but this is already very good.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for all you gave us.
You're very talented. Okay, let's see. Next person is Susan.
Which Susan?
Susan Mary.
Let me find her.
Susan Mary Tabush.
Oh, okay. Is this the one with a dwarf palm tree?
Yeah.
Oh, I was laughing. That was so good a story. Where is Susan?
Here. I'm here.
Tabush. Yeah.
I remember your story. I remember your image. I love it, but I cannot find you. So why don't you start speaking as I'm speaking?
Okay. Hello, everybody.
Hi.
Henry, I hope you feel better after.
Yeah, I feel very good.
Today.
I forgot what I had already. Oh, you're looking very good outside.
Yeah, I'm at the beach today.
Uh,
You can see a palm tree right there.
the hut. Yeah. Are you at the seeing of this painting supposedly?
Am I what?
Is this the painting? You're in this place?
No, no.
No. Okay.
No. I'm not at the lake. Yesterday we came to the beach. It's called Chulamar, Port of San Jose in Guatemala. So it was like a vacation week this week.
Oh.
So we went to the lake first on the weekend, and yesterday we came over here.
Okay.
So, but this story, when I got to the lake, I saw the dwarf palm tree that is 30 years old. Amazing. It never grew. It's just there. So I decided to make a painting about it, about pine tree and the palm tree that are the same age. Pine tree is huge, and palm tree just stayed like dwarf, never grew. And in front of those rocks, there's a little bitty bamboo growing. You can see pictures that I did.
Yeah, very nice story.
That's the story.
Okay. Yeah. Very good. Yeah, if you concentrate on the trees, you don't have to do any background. You can just make it. We call it flower and birds kind of category. So you don't paint the lake. But if you want, you can do the lake, right? Some draft. Okay, I see.
These are my sketches.
Go ahead.
Little sketches and some calligraphy.
Yeah. This is good. Oh, good. I like the like for example, this one you have some interlock shapes. Like you can combine the two. Instead of doing it separately, you can. I understand you have some other connections here, but you can just use like interlock all the shapes. Yeah. And I like this one, this ink sketch also.
It was pencil at first, and then I did it in this ink pen that I have. It's a pencil one that you refill ink, but it's a brush.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is very good. The brush. Yeah, you draw very well with brush, so you can just use brush to draw.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is my draft based on the photograph and your draft, just for reference. So I try to maybe make the lake and some mountains in distance very lightly, and you can have a deck or a fence there, right?
Yeah, it's a deck.
Yeah, deck.
Well, thank you. Send it to me.
Okay, I'll send
Or is it
you.
in the drive?
Yeah, I used my digital notebook, my digital pen did it.
Yeah, thank you. That's great.
Okay, very good. Just go ahead, finish your work. Okay, very good.
I will. Thank you.
Thank you. Let me see. Okay.
Thank you, Henry.
Thank you.
Hope you feel better.
Yeah, I'm okay now. I forgot that already. Okay, here's a reference by Rose. Rose is first name. Rose first name.
Is Rose here?
Rose.
I'm here.
Okay. Anyway, Rose want to paint an old house with this Japanese Japanese Zen garden in the backyard.
Rose, we cannot see you. Do you want to be visible or you just want to talk with your voice?
Oh, I'll just talk. I'm
Okay,
Yeah, that's
all
okay.
right.
Yeah, yeah. Can you describe what you had in this photo?
Well, this backyard was built about 30 years ago by a Japanese gardener for the owner at that time. And in the middle where you see the small rocks used to be a koi pond.
Oh, I see.
But then it broke, so they never replaced it.
Okay, so you can make that in your painting. Yeah, but the dried plant is also very zen. You know, the Japanese zen garden.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyway, so I drafted. Let me see. I can bring that up. Yeah, this is my drawing based on your photograph. I made it into vertical. Just be a little selective, so you can make that bridge as a focal point with pond, you know, the koi pond or dry koi pond, if you will. I like the palm trees and the birds of paradise, African birds of paradise, right? Beautiful.
Right.
Yeah, I love them. So did I send you already? So yeah, you can. I will send you later if I did.
You sent me the draft.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, any questions to complete?
Well, where should I put color?
Oh,
Just
if
on
you
on the bridge?
I think the bridge could be red, right? Yeah, could use a vibrant red, really red, true red, and tree could be dark blue, this green trees and brown. Just use ink first to draw outlines, contours, and then fill in the color with the very maybe subtle colors. It will be fine. Yeah.
Okay. I love your sketch, Henry. Thank you so much for doing that for me.
Thank you. You're welcome. Incidentally, I put it in the wrong folder, some sketch I did for Anne, I think. I haven't shown Anne, did I? Okay, yeah, this is the I'm supposed to show it with our first student, Anne's. I explored the possibility of doing the figure under the tree of the oak tree. Remember that oak tree? And without putting the figure on the other side. So I enlarged this tree, make it into an arch. Just under the tree, we create a space for. Yeah. If you like that, I'll send you, Anne.
Thank you. Yes.
Okay. Let's go. Yeah, I just put it in the wrong folder. I realized I put it in the Rose folder. So, okay. Here I have various works, maybe unfinished or some finished. And let me just go through all that. It's a Chris Lewis first. Let me see. Just went blank. I don't know why. Let's try again. Oh, here. I think it just went blank. I don't know why.
Is Chris initial CM on the screen? I don't see her face. It's a black screen. CM, is that Chris? If it is, please unmute yourself and
Chris,
we would love to hear your story.
I cannot make it on the large screen. I don't know. It just went blank. Let's see.
You were using the share screen function?
Yeah, let me just enlarge this one anyway. I can just enlarge it here. Okay. Yeah, this is a note with a watercolor based on the picture of this. Is this somewhere in southern Utah? I remember some.
I think it's Zion.
Oh, Zion.
I think it's Zion. I think,
Zion.
if
Yeah,
I
Zion,
recall
Zion.
reading that email.
Right, Zion National Park. Yeah. Yeah, if you look at the painting with the Lingnan school, you'll get the idea of rock painting the rocks. Actually, that artist also did Zion, so you can maybe single out some rock from the front and then downplay the others. You need to, I think, just make one rock really stand out, like a sculpture, and then fade out the background rocks, so we don't look at like a photograph. You did something like here. It's good. You can further, just make the contour of this front rock more stronger, and maybe the shape is more like some sculpture or some building, like a cathedral or something. Anyway, so it's very good beginning. You're very skillful with realistic watercolor. That's all good. Actually, to paint a real thing, the best is to just do a watercolor or oil. But to make it like a Chinese landscape, you need to simplify, to try to we call it selective, to be more selective. Yeah. Okay. Any questions? If not, we'll go to the next person. This is let me see, Darcy. Darcy.
Hello.
Ballman.
Hello.
Yeah.
Here I am.
Okay, Darcy. Yeah, this is the first public library in the States, huh?
That's right.
In which city you had?
Braddock, Pennsylvania.
Oh, Pennsylvania. Wow. Oh, very cultured town, and the industrial place too. Steel mill, smoke. Yeah, that's interesting. Too. You have a mixture of industrial and cultural.
Oh, yeah. Andrew Carnegie was, he made a lot of money in industry and wanted to, he didn't pay his workers very well or treat them very well, but he did build lots of libraries. That building was built in 1889. Yeah, I'm looking at my coffee cup from when I went there. It had a big library, and going up the hill, there was a music hall. He added a community music hall. So that was the first Carnegie Hall, actually. You think of the one in New York City, but there's lots of them all over the country, and if these buildings are still existent. There was also a bathhouse in there for the workers. When they left the mill, they were quite grimy from the hard work. So before they went home, because many of the homes at that time didn't have indoor bathrooms. So he had a bathhouse for people to go in, take a shower, and maybe go get a book and take it home and read it.
Yeah. Thanks for sharing the story. Yeah, your painting looks very good with this library and the chimneys, the smoke, the backgrounds.
And that's me climbing the steps to go to the children's library to get a book.
1956.
Around 1956, yeah.
Yeah, very nice, very nice. Actually, I like this drawing. Also, I like the color on this one. You can have the ink painting more vibrant, with more vibrant color, maybe. Like that. And you can just put a random color on the wall or something. I think, yeah, something in this early painting is very nice. Yeah, very good. Thanks for sharing all the experience with us. Very good. Any questions you want to ask me?
No,
No.
I mean, I just did what the assignment said, paint a memory.
Yeah, it's very good. Very good.
I had to rearrange things in the town because, well, the mill's no longer there. But when it was there, it was on the other side of the river. And I thought it was important to get the river in. You could see the little bridge.
I see that bridge in the river. Okay.
Thank you very much, Dorothy. When I received your email and your story, I felt so touched. I share with my coworkers. We who work in the public library world truly appreciate Carnegie buildings. And I can't believe that this is the first one that we have the privilege of knowing. I mean, of all the 60 libraries in Brooklyn Public Library, I don't remember how many, but all the Carnegie libraries are beautiful, well-made, multi-floor, and in excellent condition after all these years. And my library, Carnegie, is a small one-floor thing. It used to be a laundromat, but the real Carnegie buildings are so beautiful. I wish one day I'll work in the Carnegie building. So thank you for making this memory for us. I appreciate that.
That building was slated to be ripped down in the 70s. So it was saved by Historical Society raising money. So it's still there. They have a website. You can go inside the building and see the beauty of it. And it still serves the community.
Wonderful. Thank you for sharing. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you.
Thank you, Darcy. Okay, this is Florence.
Florence. Yes, I remember her story. I was looking at all her pictures. No problem finding Florence, I believe. Let me see.
That's me.
Of course I know. I know your voice also.
The first picture, that is me in the short skirt with a long braid. Not in that. That's my part of my family. We went on a picnic to that Juhu beach, which my cousins and my aunt and my mom and my sister, I think. And I was in high school when we went for a picnic for a time when we finished. We were almost graduating, and we decided, all of us, the whole class decided to go on a picnic to the Juhu beach. And I'm there. I'm not there because I'm taking the photograph.
I see.
But I'm there in the next picture where I wanted to draw that, actually paint the other picture, the next one. The last one where it's a beach, the sea. That's me in the picture. Somebody took my picture on the beach with a friend. We were walking. I'm the person in the skirt.
Oh, beautiful.
So I wanted to paint that picture, but I didn't have time. So I just made the painting, which I sent you.
Oh, you did very good. Let's see your painting. Okay. You can put the figure in your painting later.
That's what I wanted to ask you, but I didn't get time.
Yeah, you can just put a figure on the beach, like the girl with a skirt. You can put it in this painting along the water, on the shore. Yeah, I think it's a beautiful painting. With the girl with the skirt, it would be perfect. Yeah.
Looking at the back, my back, I guess, looking at the horizon, right?
Yeah. You just you just borrow that picture from like put these two figures
Right.
in the.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just like exactly like the walking girls, two girls, right?
Right, they were my
yeah,
friend
just
from
that they're walking on the. Assume they're walking on the beach instead of on
the beach. Oh,
yeah.
okay, that sounds good.
Yeah,
Thank you so much.
Yeah, just putting the on this one, like 2/3 from the left or something.
2/3 from the left, like
yeah,
the feet in the water kind of thing.
Can you see my mouse right there? Just yeah, here, like just keep it small. Keep it small. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank
good.
you. I love that idea. I had that feeling, but I didn't want to spoil the painting, so I didn't put in the figures.
Yeah, you can just copy the figure, draw the figure based on the photograph. Yeah, just keep it simple. Just the little dots, you know, and the color would do.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you so much for all your help, Henry.
Thank you.
And feel better. You'll feel fine. I know. I got the reaction just like you. I had fever for 2 days, and I couldn't, like you. I slept for almost 5 to 6 hours every day.
Yeah. I just slept 10 hours yesterday.
Yes, and then the 4th day I got up and I felt like myself, and like nothing had happened.
Right, I know. It's just strange. Yeah, I know.
It's very
not,
strange.
There's no symptom like no running nose, no coughing, just fever.
Fever and tiredness.
Yeah.
So much tiredness. Yes.
Yeah.
I feel better, and thank you for all your help. I really enjoyed your class.
Thank you,
and
Florence.
it has inspired me to try Asian painting, which I always wanted to try, and I'm going to keep trying doing more pictures like that. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. You did very good.
Thank you.
Okay, next is Jacques Gibelot from France.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah. Hi.
Hi.
Do you remember me, Henry? I'm Jackie from France when you came over with Estelle Grisot. And we did a class in Briançon in the mountains.
Yeah, you are the translator?
I was the interpreter.
Interpreter. Oh, yeah. Thank you. Oh, nice to meet you, Jackie.
Yeah, it's great to see you again. I've enjoyed this class
I didn't know
very
you were
much.
in this class. Let me see your face. Let me see your face. I have to see you. Okay. Can you spot?
I'm trying to find Jackie. Jack the Sparrow.
Jackie Gibelot. Yeah, that's me.
Okay. Hi.
Hi.
Hello, Jackie. Yeah.
Hi.
Oh, nice to see you. You look great. Yeah, we met in France. Are you still at the place we met?
Yes, still there. Yeah. Yeah.
Briançon, right? Briançon.
That's right, Briançon. Yes.
Briançon. Yeah, it's a beautiful resort town for ski and just beautiful place. Very artistic.
But very hard to paint.
Yeah, you should paint your local place.
Very hard to paint.
I wish I could be there again. So maybe after this pandemic, I'll visit you guys because Esther already invited me to revisit the place.
Yeah, good. When are you coming?
Yeah, so I'm glad you're still around. You'll be good.
Yes, I'll be around. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I've been studying with Estelle.
Yeah, this is your young your picture.
Yeah, that's me. A very small girl on a very large horse.
Wow. Yeah.
But it's a painting. The painting that I sent you is a painting I did before I learned Asian brush painting. So it's something completely different.
Yeah, this the one, but it's in ink, right? Yeah.
It's in ink, yeah. But I wanted some red and
Yeah, I think I like it. It's very contemporary, almost like early Picasso or something like that.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think you could have captured the girls' happy spirit.
Mm.
Yeah. Is this your home in UK?
That's right. Yes. Yes. In the 1950s. And in my text, I wrote that in those days, that was the time when my dad was a farmer, and that's my dad you can see holding on to me. And in those days, during his lifetime, the shift from horse-drawn tools and machinery to mechanized and motorized farm implements meant that for his generation, horses were still really important. So that's, I guess, why he stuck me on a horse when I was still really small.
I see. Wow, a very strong horse.
Very big horse.
Yeah. You have captured the happy moment in your life.
Yeah, I guess I was pretty proud.
Yeah. I love the color, the red with the ink. Beautifully done.
Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you, Jackie. And
I've learned a lot since those days. I've learned a lot over the last weeks and years. Yeah.
Okay, thank you for sharing your memory and the painting.
It's a pleasure. It's been a very enjoyable experience. Thank you, Henry.
Thank you, Jackie. I will
see you soon.
Keep in touch with you.
Yeah.
This is the letter from Jackie. I recognize your handwriting. Okay, next person is name or words with two pictures of wetland in Florida, right?
Is it Laurie? Laurie's? Yes. Okay. Laurie, I remember the picture and story.
Laurie.
Okay, Laurie. Yes. Laurie. Looking into the eyes. Oh, I love the poetic description that you wrote.
Yeah, I was thinking how to paint this reptile. Should I do it just for fun? That would be interesting, huh? Many years ago, I saw in an exhibition in Seattle, some Western artists did a alligator with Chinese ink. It's huge painting, and I always remember that painting, the color, especially. So maybe let me see. I'll make an attempt here just for fun. So I think it's good to just use this mineral glue color to draw this body. Oops. I cannot really see the pose. Maybe just hide it. And the teeth should be very strong. Anyway, I'm not sure about this legs or things. We can just hide in the wall in the grass. Does it look like it? Oh, just a quickie. Yeah, to draw this kind of animal, you just emphasize on animal, not too much in the grass or anything, and as long as indicate the environment, I think.
Henry, did you use half semi-size paper or raw? Semi-size. Okay.
Paper, yeah.
Thank you.
Semi-size
So
paper.
the ink doesn't permeate too much.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, so just the idea what you can do. That's yeah, just not try to copy exactly the picture. You can rearrange it, make it some diagonal. Try to like here I try to make it moves. These two birds, it's kind of symmetrical, doesn't it? And I would make them, although I realize reading your description, they're not the same species standing on the same tree. But for the viewer, they might want to see them communicate somehow. You know what I mean? So they may face each other or somehow, just to change that. You can paint the tree maybe not exactly in the middle, I think. Okay. Laurie, yeah. Any questions, Laurie? Are you there? If not, we're going to the next person.
Okay, because some of the participants are joining with their small iPhone screen. I will not spotlight the next speaker. We will only spotlight the screen where their pictures are shown. Okay. So I apologize. The next speaker, you could just talk. Okay? Thank you.
Maribel, are you there? So, she's from Philippines originally, and she's our neighbor in Pomona. It's only 8 miles away from me, so we met quite often. But she spent like a half time in Philippines every year. So this picture was from her hometown in Philippines. I don't have that photograph with me. Anyway, very nice.
Hi, Henry.
Hi, Maribel.
This was taken in an island in the Philippines, and the name is Boracay. Towards the end of 2020, my husband and I decided to travel even during the pandemic, just to get out of we were having cabin fever. Anyway, this island is famous for their confection sugar, very fine white sand. Even in the heat of the sun in the middle, when you walk in the sun, you don't even get burned. That's how nice this these places.
Very cool,
It has
huh?
very clear turquoise water, and every afternoon, these cobalt blue sailboats come out. So I was trying to capture the
Cobalt blue. I see.
yeah, and they're all blue. So
Yeah, that's a
and
different
then-
color than usual. Yeah.
So I was trying to depict also the sunset because
Back
they
to it,
appear towards the sun coming down. So
Yeah. So there are coconut palms
yeah,
here.
a lot of coconuts. Yes.
Interesting.
This was the view from the hotel where we stayed.
Okay.
So right when you get out of the hotel, you see the beach.
I see. Yeah, I noticed that the beach is very flat, huh? Very leveled, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think maybe a little bit variation from the leveled. You can. It's kind of hard to describe. You can make some waves maybe, and some purple in between the what do you call this? Blue, green, and the yellow. Because the yellow and the blue when they meet, they make green. So if you put some purple in between, like the wet sandy beach, would be good. Yeah.
Okay, that's a good idea.
Yeah, next time maybe. And try to vary this line of the level. The horizon is fine. You have to make that leveled. But the near beach.
To make the beach curvier.
Yeah, maybe curvy or some more natural with a wave or something. So they don't look like a cut out piece. Yeah. Okay, very nice. You can have some orange color on the tree also. On the leaf, maybe a little bit. Okay, very nice. And I also have some pictures from you depicting sunflowers.
Oh yes, that's from our trip to Japan when we went to Hokkaido 3 years ago. You can see we saw sunflowers as far as the eyes can see. So I depicted it with that painting, but it's more Western painting, I think. So these are two paintings that I did.
Oh, I like this one. I think
Thank you.
You had something like I saw this kind of style. Did you have any artist in your mind when you did this?
Oh, this was the influence from Shay Nemiwal. I went to Hawaii.
Oh,
yeah. She influenced me with this technique.
I see.
So when I went Hawaii,
I think the shape of the distorted pedals is interesting. It's different from the Shay's. Yeah, I like it.
Oh, I meant the painting technique, but the shape of the leaf was from Song Suk. He's an American Asian.
Yeah.
Here, based in Southern California.
Oh,
so this was a combination of both the two artists' styles. The backwash was the style of Shay, and the sprinkles. When you do the brush sprinkles, I did it. But the shape of the leaf was based from the technique of Song Suk.
So you have developed your own style with.
I combine different art masters.
Yeah.
Yeah. The outline of this sunflower is in acrylic gold.
Oh, beautiful. Yeah, I really like this one.
Thank you.
Yeah. You got the front, side, and back view of the flowers.
Yes.
Beautiful. So you have to really design it, not just copy any of these flowers. Yeah. Good design. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, so let's go to next person. Rhonda, Altman, playing fruit. Okay, Rhonda, Are you there, Rhonda? Rhonda Ultimate. Okay, anyway.
I'm going to tell her story if she's not here. She said that she was practicing music because of family influence. And so now she's inspired to paint a painting of playing music under the cherry blossom and the jacaranda trees. I suggested to her that, and I said I got inspired and saying that she could paint another one playing music to goldfish next to these beautiful flowers.
Yeah.
That's a lovely painting.
Yeah, it really musical painting. I like the windy, the hair blowing in the wind, beautiful, and the colors on the tree very beautiful, purple, red, pink, and lavender, very good. Yeah, just very rhythmic, and the fruit. I see just outline and emphasize on the facial expressions is so good. You can really feel the musician, the mood. Yeah, very nice. You have captured the spirit. Yeah. Any comments? Any questions from others? I don't have any suggestion for improvement. I think it's so nice. Just sign it. Okay. Very nice. Oh, that one is already talked. This one is a new one I just got before the class from Stephanie Andrews. Stephanie, are you there? Is this in California? I think she talked about a California scene with water. We have this kind of water in the mountains, right? I think the tree could be a little smaller. Maybe the foreground could be a little. If we emphasize on the waterfall in the background, we could make the foreground a little smaller because the waterfall really attract me the most. So the foreground could be much smaller in Chinese painting especially.
Okay, so Henry,
yeah.
I have Stephanie's email. This is her memory of California in the spring when the lupine and poppies cover the hills. These are the flowers, purple and red flowers cover the hills.
Right. So yeah, the poppy could be is on the hills. Yeah. I see. Yeah, I think the front tree and then the middle ground tree and the distant tree should have a different treatment. This middle ground could be a little larger, and the foreground could be a little smaller, maybe. Then we will see more poppies, maybe. And this little stream could be a little smaller. I see. But in Western perspective, this is good. You got 3 grounds, foreground, middle ground, distant, with mist in the middle. The outlined tree with color is good. You can have denser leaves, maybe, but California may have this kind of oak tree or something small. Looks like it looks like a desert forest, not very leafy trees. That's good. You have captured the feel of the sunny state. Okay.
Henry?
Yes.
This is Rhonda. The host had muted us, so I was the one with the flute player, so I wasn't able to talk to you.
Yeah. Are you playing flute still?
Yes, I still play the flute, and I loved the cherry blossom that you showed us how to do that, and the jacaranda trees. So this is sort of a dream.
Yeah, it is very dreamy. Oh yeah, I like the flow of the energy in this painting. It's wonderful. Yeah, you got the direction of the movement, which is just the flow. Yeah.
My chi.
Yeah, you can feel your chi floating, and it goes like a circle going up and down.
Is there anything I should do to improve it?
I was saying just sign it on this corner, maybe on the lower right corner. Yeah. Not really, because it's a portrait painting, so it's good to put a figure right in the middle, and it could be large. But it's just very, very unique painting. I like it. Yeah. This is this done on rice paper, on Japanese paper?
Yes, it's done on Japanese paper. Yeah. I tried to use the milk with the resist, but I had problems with it.
I see. Yeah, that paper may not work because it's a kind of Saima size. You can mount it. You can use either wet method or dry mounting method to make it flat, which will really make it nicer. Just frame it. I mean, before you frame, you need to mount it. You can watch my video on mounting on YouTube.
Okay, great.
Yeah, we have a product called silicone dry mounting paper. It's very easy. Maybe I should do a demo of this painting I did today to show you. What time is it? Still have time. Okay, let me see if I can show you quickly. Okay, so this is the same paper we used today. Let me show you. Okay, I'm going to mount the painting we did today with silicone paper. This is the silicone paper, and this is the painting, right? You can mount the painting directly on the silicone, and then you transfer it onto a permanent support. Or better way to do that is to find a support. Like, for example, I use just a piece of project board. What do you call this? I think cardboard. On Daiso, it's just $1 for 4 pieces, something like that. I already mounted the silicone on this, so I basically put the silicone on this cardboard first, and then I put the painting on, just like that, and then I iron one more time. there's a release paper that comes with the silicone, and you can put on top of the painting to protect it. Okay, so this is how I do it. I wet the slightly dampen the painting to relax it. You can use a sprayer, just to spray it. Okay, and then you put it back on the board like this. Okay. So it's a slightly dampened, and then I put this paper on top to protect it from dust, because my iron is very dirty, you can see. Okay, so I start from the center out to all four directions to the corners. You can go beyond the painting size because the iron is not perfectly square. You know, to cover the whole thing, you need to go beyond the painting, just like that. About 1 minute. I set the temperature to, what is this? Cotton, I think, or doesn't matter really. With lower temperature, you go slower. Actually, hot temperature, you do faster. Okay. And that's it. So now it's perfectly flat, right? Still, no.
That's good.
Okay.
That's great.
The best is it shows the color much better. So the subtle colors, like the resistant effect, will show with this after mounting. So the painting is not finished until you mount it. Okay, back it with a permanent support. And there's a traditional way of doing it with a paste, like a flour paste, wheat flour or starch, wheat starch paste. You can find demos on the internet. Okay.
That's great. Thank you.
Thank you. So Stephanie is still trying to figure out. Anyway, well, I think that's the last person. Did I miss anybody? Oh, Yongle, do you want to talk about your painting? I'll bring up your painting.
You finished everybody's already?
The ones I got, at least.
I think a few other people.
Sharon.
I think
Okay, let me see.
a few other people have sent also. Also in our class drive, I think Sharon.
Okay, let me check the online. I didn't check the online folder.
Miss Padella from Mexico also sent something. My email, I believe I forwarded to you.
Okay, let me. Should I check my email, the online folder? The email?
Okay.
All
right. So while Henry is checking, I just want to remind everybody that thanks to Geico Library, we are going to start a new series of Asian brush painting class to celebrate the heritage of Asian and Pacific Islander history in May. So everything remained the same. We will meet Wednesdays from 1 o'clock to 3 o'clock, and Henry will continue. The focus of the new series of painting will be on flowers. Each week will be one flower plus whether it's a bird or cat or dragonfly or the moon or something associated with it, all celebrating life. Okay, so registration is open, and I hope to be able to see everyone.
Okay, thank you.
And then for the Memory of Home project, I will be sending a survey in the email later. This is because this project is funded by a donor, and we would need to do a report to the donor later. So the survey is designed through Google Form. The advantage of that is that Google Form allows us to tabulate results of the survey instantaneously. But if you have trouble doing that, you're welcome to just respond to the question by email. We appreciate your support and response. Thank you.
Yeah,
I have a question.
I did the survey test. It should be fine.
It's okay? Good, okay. I will send it by email later. Okay.
I don't see any new ones in email. Let me see. Oh, there's Lisa.
It was over the weekend. There were a few. I remember Miss Patella sent it. Betty Patella.
Okay, I see some Lisa Curry's. Okay.
I have a question here.
Yes.
Sharon. I'm not quite sure whether I upload to the right folder.
I see it. I see your folder in the class drive. Yes.
Okay. Is that right place? I create my own folder.
That's okay. We will. Yeah, we see. I see Romeo also did that. I don't even know how to create my own folder. You did well. Thank you.
Okay. So maybe next time you have time, can you take a look on my work? It's a white crayon.
Oh,
Sharon.
I see that. I saw your crayon. Beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's on the last level, first level of the folder.
Right.
Right.
I happen found old Hao Nian's book in my collection. So I just learn from.
This is the nice school style. Yeah. Let me see if I can share folder, so I can go to that folder to talk about that. Let me see.
Thank you.
I think I can share folder here. So let me. Oh, I need to go to the folder first. Let me see. Where's that folder? Okay, you send us the folder link, right?
It's under Asian brush painting.
Okay, okay, I found the folder. Okay, share screen. Okay, now I can share the folder. So Asian brush painting, and then lesson 8.
Lesson 8.
Lesson 8 at the bottom.
Yeah. Okay.
And there's another Sharon Ho April. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I see. Yeah. Beautiful.
That's old Hao Nian reference.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, beautiful. Yeah. Old Hao Nian's egret, right? Egret or white crane. Yeah.
I don't know. The white doesn't show very good.
Oh, it's already very white to me.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
It's perfect. Yeah, you did the white on the back, right?
Yeah. Some area emphasize on the back, a little bit on the head.
Yeah, it's white enough. It's not
okay.
Enough. Yeah, you don't need to paint really white like this one.
I didn't do smoothly on the the curve on the body.
You don't have to. It's just yeah. You don't have to copy exactly somebody's signature kind of. Because he has a signature style.
Right.
Yeah. We because we're using different paper, different brush. I like the roughness of the drafty kind of feel of this. Yeah, I like the looseness of this. But
yeah, like the wind blowing.
Yeah. Very good.
Thank you.
Yeah, you could put a little yellow in the eye, maybe.
Okay.
Or blue, some color. I don't. Yeah, a little bit maybe color.
There. Some artists put some red color somewhere near the eye or what?
Yeah, some yellow brown color or some just a little
red
bit
color.
Warm color. I think yeah, brown yellow should be fine. A yellow with a little brown maybe it's fine. Yellow.
Okay.
Usually, I think realistically it's yellow. Yeah. Yellow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Let me see if I can record this on the internet. I mean on the not really. So I cannot share the screen with YouTuber. Sorry. We can only share on the Zoom. Anyway, so we did most on YouTube already. So we did this folder, so no more on this. That's it. Darcy, okay, so Susan, we did Romeo. No more. Okay, stop sharing. And I have Susan's. Let me see. Susan Curry. I just downloaded. Can I find it? I think Susan is in my online class too, so maybe I'll just do it there. Let me see. Oh, here, I found it. Alright, so Susan Curry. I didn't read the email, but here we have some brief notes. Oak Creek, something. Can you read it? Let me see. Oops. It's like a very nice place facing the creek. Some place in Europe, I guess. Is Susan there? Can you tell us some story? Okay, here's some other watercolor sketch. I like this color pen and the watercolor. I used to do something like this, just the brown permanent pen with watercolor. It's very nice. Okay, we got some palm trees in wind and lighthouse. Oh, I like this. This is a wisteria. Okay. Oh, nice. So when I do study of a flower, I use this kind of style, outline style. You really get all the details. And then when you do it freely, you have more knowledge of, what you're doing. So this is a good style to study the real flowers. So you really get into the details of the plant. Okay. In brush painting, we'll try to reorganize the things. Make the main, or we call it host, to stand out more. So you need to tell people where to look at the first. Maybe this larger tree, or maybe something next to it. Then you make all the others supporting the main focus. Okay. This is nice. Good combination of plants, pots, and chairs, the natural environment. Make me feel like there with some wine or some plants with wine plants, berries or something. Interesting. Okay, Susan, thank you for sharing your memories. I wish I could read this view from our balcony. Okay. Beautiful. Okay, that's about it. Any other?
I actually sent Betty's email to you again. Do you see it? It should be a few minutes ago.
Young Lee, did you send Kathleen's email?
Did you send it this morning? If anything sent this morning, I don't think I have a chance.
No, I sent it yesterday to you.
Okay.
And you replied to me yesterday.
Okay, I must have, but I'll find it again. Okay.
So we're getting more emails. Okay.
Is it okay? Sure. I'm finding.
Sure, yeah, we have time, right? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you can still send emails. We have time.
I am forwarding.
Okay.
Anybody else who emailed me but did not see your photos feature today? Please let me know.
I did, but it was the assignment from last class.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, who?
Shelley.
Okay.
Oh, we got Patty's cat. Okay, let me see.
Barbara, unmute yourself if you have a question.
No question. I'm just here.
I have a question. This is Brenda. I tried to send my story and picture in twice, and I could not get it to go through. My email on my cell phone didn't send it, so you didn't receive one from me.
Maybe you can just show it. Do you have?
Yes, that's my cat.
Do you have video today? You can just hold it.
Oh, I have it, and it turned out quite busy, and I did not start over. But I was, I think I was just remembering back. I've been gardening for about 3.5 decades, and I always try to put in water features, just small ones, and lots of colorful flowers. And I thought, well, what else would I like to do in my garden? And I did this painting that got out of hand, and this is my crazy picture.
Oh, can we see your picture? Yona, can you change focus so we can see her? Oh no, okay, that's good.
Yeah. So what I did was I was thinking I wanted to try a bridge, and then this is a flowering Asian lilac tree. It has big white puffy flowers, little tiny flowers on each one, and it smells like kind of like a lily perfume. It has a perfume to it, like a lily. And then I wanted to do I did vines on the bridge with wisteria vines, and then I was did one goldfish in the pool. I decided that goldfish was me. I wanted to be swim in the pond, and I did. I have a rock over here, some rocks, and then this is did some steps to the bridge and then a path to sit over here under the tree. So
yeah, it's wonderful. Very sophisticated, very forward composition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It reminds me of I've done a lot of pastel landscapes and with flowers and chalk pastel, and then I've also done acrylics.
I see. So your
acrylic painting.
Your painting is very colorful.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. So the foreground is quite big with the water.
Yeah, water, and then this just I don't know what you'd call those. Just some grasses. Grasses.
Weeds.
Weeds or grasses.
Right.
And I had gotten the idea because I saw an Asian. I have a photograph of it, but I can't show it. It was green with red in there, and a picture of a.
I like the warm color.
The orange.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good. Yeah, I like the foreground a lot. Yeah. Very good.
Okay.
Very good. Well done.
That's all.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very colorful and dreamy. Yeah. Beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you for sharing. Thank you, Brenda.
Thank you.
Yeah. We have a cat which is done by Patty, right? Patty's
Yes, Henry.
Okay.
That's my grandson's cat, and I'm thinking in these days that I paint more like in watercolor style, and I'm thinking the sumi style is, as you say, with one stroke only,
Right. Yeah.
But now I realize that it's very difficult for the mind of the people from the west, from the west, because we are seeing everything with details. We try to reproduce the reality as it is, no? But now I realize I'm reading a book about the Zen mood for drawing. I would like if you can talk to us about that special mood to try to touch the spirit of the
you really captured the spirit of the cat.
But it's not some style, no?
Yeah, I like the shadow, cast shadow, make it pop also. So you combined, it's a good fusion of East and West. In this painting, you captured the spirit with the calligraphic, and I also like the color and the shading. It's really pop. It's a beautiful, very masterful. Yeah, I like the harmonious color. You basically use the one color, brown, varied, the yellow and the brown, varied the values, right? And the ink is very Eastern. So in this painting, the ink is the key to bring out the color. It's beautiful, very nice. I really like it. Congratulations.
Thank you very much, Henry, and I hope you're feeling better.
Yeah, I'm feeling very good, very good. And it's good, especially looking at you guys' paintings. Really make me happy.
Yeah, yes. Thank you very much for all your kindness and your generosity. It's very touch for us, I think so, for everyone. Thank you very much, Henry.
Thank you for your participation. Wonderful painting. We've got some nice paintings.
Henry,
Yeah.
there is a question from the audience.
Yeah.
What makes a painting Eastern or Western? Can you explain that?
I think the media maybe is the main difference, because the concept could be very close these days, getting very close. Because Western painting used to be like Renaissance, painting, very scientific. But nowadays, it tend to be more expressive. It emphasize more on the feelings of the artist, not just what you see. The Eastern painting has been always on the emphasize on the interpretation or the expression of feelings, and the calligraphy, I think. So maybe the main difference is the calligraphy or lighting, and Western is more emphasized on the dark and the light, or to say the single source of lighting maybe. Eastern painting has no not it's emphasized on the shade, the cast shadow or something, but not in this painting we did today. Maybe this is a artist who is trained in Western tradition. He didn't really study the Eastern painting seriously. I think I never saw he copied ancient methods, but because the cultural heritage, I guess, because he used brush to write, right? The Chinese brushes, so his lines is very calligraphic, not in terms of like the traditional calligraphy. He may use like a flat brush, but it's very sure. When you do your marks, we call that sure marks. Very, very certain. Very not hesitant. So you because the media, this paper that doesn't let you cover or erase or not like a canvas. So you have to go more direct. What is called the first approach, first get it right. The first trial. Alla prima, right? It's an Italian word. I forgot how to pronounce that. To get it right the first time, yeah. So that's the characteristic of the Eastern painting, I think. And I think both emphasize on the mental image these days. So you need to, like many of you have done, you need to develop this kind of mental representation before you paint. So you not just paint what you see, but more what you feel. That's more important, I think. It's really hard to define what's the difference. I think in the future maybe they will merge. They will, at least in this country, we don't really want to make this distinction between East and West, right? I try to get into more watercolor painting or oil paint. Yeah, I also do oil and acrylic, but with my brushwork, I think, and some kind of calligraphy, and to be more selective. That's very important. To select what you see, not just paint everything like the photograph in the photograph. Yeah. I wish I answered your question, but it's a very there's no standard answer. I think it depends on how you define the eastern or west, because it's all at the higher rim, a higher level, they are the same. You know, the DNA of art, the ABC of art, has no distinction. So there's a rhythm. There's a they're always the same, I think. So does that make sense? Especially if you look at contemporary artists, like Guangzhong's painting, he's not considered as Eastern painter, but you know, the eye of the audience will change over time. So now his painting, you know, in early days, nobody think he's a traditional brush painter, but now he is accepted. More people try to study him, and you can see many duplicate. I think even this painting I used as sample today are not authentic. Could be a fake, but it's good fake. You know, we don't really care. Yeah, it's a fake, because I realized something that you know, some perspective may be wrong, something it's not really masterful, but it's a good painting. So as long as it's good painting, you can learn something. Doesn't matter. But be careful if you collect painting on eBay. They always sell paintings in the name of attributed to Master Guangzhong or Football Shi or something. You know, if they are real, you know how much he sells his in auction house. The painting he did with 2 swallows, for example, it was sold 3 billion Hong Kong dollars. Let me show you the highest level. So you know, we cannot really afford a real Guangzhong painting these days, right? Okay, this painting, it's a different version of this. It should be something like this, but I think the one he did for Hong Kong Museum or something. Let's see, where's that? If you search Google, it's a 2 swallow painting of 2. Oh, here, I found it. Yeah, this is the record-setting painting he did. He broke all the rules of ordinary painting. You know, like I said, he painted the river just like a horizontal. One we call it one, because in Chinese the one is a dash, a horizontal stroke. So everything is horizontal here, except the tree and some verticals. And there are some details like the 2 swallow. That's the title of the painting, and a little bit activity on this side, the roof. It's a firewall or something. Yeah, that's a break the horizontal lines there. So very simple. His painting, and with Yongle. Before I forgot, Yongle did some good study, and I during the process I suggest her to look at some paintings that treat the shape of a wall or rock as a void. You know, you can treat a solid shape without painting anything. It become a void part. So this is the whole wall is, you know, it's voided, right? That's very contemporary. I think there's contemporary approach and the traditional approach. The traditional approach is more emphasized on copy, but Wu Guangzhong's Master Wu Guangzhong emphasized on expression of unique feelings of the artist. I think that's why his painting is getting more noticed by people these days. Okay, I think Yongle, I want to share some paintings you did.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Okay. This is a picture of this shrine, a local deity shrine, a temple, if you will, in Xiamen, right, where you
Yes.
you grew up, and it was built on this huge rock. I think that's why it was not easy to remove. So there are contemporary buildings around it, but this survived due to this. It's built on top of this giant rock, right? And this rock served as a playground for children to, how do you say, 滑滑梯?
Sliding.
Sliding.
I'm I can, yeah, a slide.
Yeah, just like your children's that leather with what do you call it? Sliding slope.
Slide.
Sliding, yeah. So there's some more pictures of this place. I think it's amazing to see how this is people playing around. It's a building with eight corners or eight interesting, like a pavilion. Yeah. Okay, that's the surrounding area. I see this is a nice picture of with a kid. Okay, and I think they turned into a small museum of the local old pictures or something.
They turn into a library for local history.
Local history. Good, great. That's great. It's hard to find the place if you go there. So I did the research and find if any other artist did this. So I found a cartoon, and also this is my draft. I think let me show. Let's see. This is a family picture of somebody. I think that's some of your work. Okay, here is the tourist. Okay, this is interesting. The old picture of this place in 1930s, right? 1938. Yeah. So Yongle was raised in this building on the right, on the left, the white building. It's a like colonial style, right? Western building.
Yes.
Yeah. So this open port in early early modern Chinese history, very different, just like Shanghai, the other cities. You got the European style house, and this temple is nearby. So from her home, she can see the top of this temple. Yeah, that's a nice picture. I like it. It's good for the watercolors. There's a lot of shapes and darks and things in here. It's probably in the 60s or in early 80s maybe. Okay, so she did some studies, just focus on the shrine, on this temple. So we talked about how to make this rock into a void shape, not solid. So instead of using a lot of color and ink on the rock, we can just outline it and leave it blank. That's it. Well, this is the building where you raise the chickens, right? So I suggest you may do this. Yeah, that's the finished work, right?
Yes.
Yeah, this is the finish. I think that this works. You get all the surrounding buildings, the contemporary buildings around it. It gives really a feel of the place. and the kids playing around on this park, little park, the kids' paradise. I always remember the playground. When I was young, we had this kind of slope to play with. Yeah. So in this kind of painting, we need to consider the sky. So we have some opening on the back, the shape of the sky, and the perspective of these buildings. So this is it's quite high, but I think usually we paint with the eye level moves, from when you paint the kids, you paint just at their eye level, and then when you paint the roof, your eye level moves there, and then so it doesn't really distort that much the proportion, that kind of that's the Eastern painting approach. So we don't paint like the photograph. You don't even see the roof. If you paint with elusive realism, you paint the under part of the roof, the eave, instead of the roof, right? So this is a little more in the perspective view. Yeah, that's also nice. I like the composition. Yeah. So this is nice. You have a soft background, kind of gradually turns to white against the solid foreground. It's always good, to have some figure maybe in this kind of thing, to give a proportion or scale. I see your painting level is getting much better.
Thank you. Thank you. I did this all yesterday. Stay up late and got inspired.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can make the gate like this color with maybe some red in the building. Interesting. Very good subject matter. I wish you can do more on this.
Thank you. I always am afraid of a real architectural kind of a realistic painting. That's why, even though I want to do this, I am frustrated I was unable to do it, because when I look at the original reference picture, there were so many crowded buildings, and I just feel like I don't know how to start. So thank you for inspiring me. Thank you for making my mind more simplified, making things more empty. This is new, and I will forever remember that. Thank you very much, Henry.
Thank you.
You have transformed my painting style as well as my outlook to the world also, making things simple. Don't cramp everything in there. Yeah, that's my huge lesson learned.
Yeah, we try. That's what we try to learn from Master Guangzhong today. Try to simplify it. Yeah.
Simplicity in shape, in color, and in thoughts in our life also, in everything we do.
Yeah, exactly. So thank you.
So this is the biggest lesson I learned. I thank you. And I thank everybody who participated in this program also for inspiring me. I am so touched by the stories you share, by the paintings you do, by the progress you make, and by the generosity you have, including quite a few people who make donations to the Brooklyn Public Library during this very difficult time. Thank you very, very, very much on behalf of my colleagues and the communities we serve. I hope everyone will come to join the program in May. And Paddock Library has a small funding that I use to buy some additional supplies. If you are running out of the Chinese brush painting paper, I could give you some more paper if you are registered for the May program. Contact me and arrange a time to pick up from Paddock. I'm here this Friday and next Tuesday and Thursday. That's what I'm scheduled to work. But check with me first before you come and email me. And I'm sorry, I can only provide to people who come to the library. I cannot mail it or provide the supply to outside places. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you, Young Lee. Thank you, Henry.
Thank you, Young Lee. Thank you, Henry, for today.
Thank you. Can I ask you a question before we go?
Sure.
I was wondering how to write my name in Chinese lettering.
Oh boy, that's a lesson.
I would like
you have to have a Chinese name.
My name in Chinese lettering, so when I do the painting.
You can use the Google translator. You know, Google has a translator. You put in your name and then select Chinese to translate into Chinese.
Oh, okay, I'll try that.
Yeah.
And can I show you one of my watercolors before we go?
Okay, let me see.
I'm going to spotlight you, Florence. Thank you.
Thank you. That's so pretty.
Okay, let me see.
That's pretty, Florence.
Did I make a wrong spotlight? Let me see.
No, I spotlighted her. Do you want me to remove you? Out? Yeah. Okay.
Here we go. Sorry. Yeah. Okay. Oh, the
magnolia tree. That's a beautiful magnolia.
Okay.
Yes, that is in front of my house, and I love the flowers so much that I just did this last week.
Oh,
that's very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
In watercolor. So I just wanted to show Henry.
Thank you for sharing. Yeah, I like the purple magnolias. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, Florence.
And thank you for all your help and inspiring us. And Young Lee, thank you for bringing this program to all of us.
Thank you.
You're most welcome.
Okay, see you soon.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Bye.
See you next week.
Yes.
See you next week.
Okay, next week.
Bye.
Take care, Henry.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
Thank
you. How you feel? You feel good?
Yeah, I feel good.
Perfect. I feel the same also. If I'm painting, I forget about everything. I don't even feel hungry or thirsty.
I think the painting is the best health treatment.
Yes, it is. It is. You
哎，
forget
永
all
乐
your work.
Yes.
哎，永乐，
嗯
你把你要的，我是伟强，你如果想要那个方的